is what it is, never like who she's a whole different animal. 모든 게 바뀐 다음 단계 breeze, she's a whole different animal. Body on hit, 터뜨기 전문 넘어도 완벽해진 glitch.
Hi everybody, it's Jess, your go-to YouTube dance commentator, and we are here taking a look at aespa and their track WDA, known as Whole Different Animal, featuring G-Dragon. We have the music video and dance practice pulled up. There is a behind the scenes of the dance practice, but we'll look at that in a separate video. This is a Patreon request. Shout out to Jay for the request. Looking forward to this so much. Let's go ahead and dive in. See, I had a feeling. When it stopped like that, ugh! Gosh, that creeps me out.
It is what it is, devil like who she's a whole different animal. Got the beast unleashed to the net, she's a whole different animal. Body on the hit, to the jumping on the white trying to glitch. Pulse got me, whole different animal.
She a whole different animal, different animal, all different animal.
I stop, but furious. My scars,
hey.
So glorious. Embrace the danger, kiss the pressure. She don't cheat, cause she back it up for free. Wrote it on my body, I've had enough. If she wants, she does, don't let it go. Why they don't be talking about this? I wanna talk about it. Why they don't be talking about this? I wanna talk about it. The cops little guns get harder. Give me all smoke, gunpowder, woo.
I think Renan choreographed this. Is G-Dragon just a horse today?
Oh, now you wanna hear me, huh? Oh, now you wanna hear me, huh? Oh, now you wanna hear me go crazy. Top of that, I need to come test me. Do some, talk loud, do some, custom, feature처럼 가라앉아. It's a new era, feel some. Why they don't be talking about this? I wanna talk about it. Why they don't be talking about this? I wanna talk about it. 지물을수록 I just get harder. Give me all smoke, gunpowder, woo. It is what it is, they be like who she's a whole different animal. 모든 게 바뀐 다음 단계 breeze, she's a whole different animal. Body on heat, 저뜨기 전문 넘어도 완벽해진 glitch.
Goodness, so much to take in.
Whole different animal.
G-Dragon, baby.
Living on a whole nother level, just want you girls different anymore. I'ma get it done, more different vision more. I'ma get it done, action, reaction, upset it one reaction. Drag on, I'ma set it on it. Hashtag SPA, dig it up, more chicken anymore. Everyone shake your say, whole different animal.
Oh, nice. Oh. That's giving Bohemian Rhapsody, isn't it? Oh man, that was so fascinating. That music video was a whole nother thing, wasn't it? Goodness gracious. Okay, here we are, dance practice. Incoming.
It is what it is, devil like who she's a whole different animal. Got the beast unleashed to the net, she's a whole different animal. Body on the hit, to jumping on the white trying to glitch.
Nice. That was a really fun isolation. Hey. That was a great pass off.
My scars, still glorious. Embrace the danger. Kiss the pressure. She don't cheat, cause she back it up for free. Wrote it on my body, I've had enough. If she wants, she does, don't let it go. Why they don't be talking about this? I wanna talk about it. Why they don't be talking about this? I wanna talk about it. How this little guy just get harder.
Yeah.
Give me all smoke, gunpowder, woo.
Really fun. Ripple choices. Whole different animal.
different animal.
She a whole different animal.
Ah, that's cool.
Animal.
Oh, now you wanna hear me, huh? Oh, now you wanna hear me, huh?
Great usage of our dancers.
Crazy type of net. I need to come test me, test me. Boost up, boost up, boost up, boost up. Talk loud, boost up. Custom feature처럼 가라앉아.
That section looks pretty decent for our members here. With a walk it out. Gosh, I'm such a fan of that ripple. Nice. Nice. I thought that was pretty good. I think they hung in there pretty well too, because there's a lot more grounded choices and usage of our chest in a groove that's required to not make the moves look awkward, and I thought they hung in there pretty good. So we're gonna go from the top, dive through here. I like the setup where you have all your dancers facing back. I like this framing taking place with your first feature. They have the hands connected. Then they end up settling down, framing towards the outside again, and then we have a different frame setup with a trace, and I like the arms out. It is what it is. They toss it down. It also looks like our dancers were responding to her choices, which I thought was super fun there. Flicks it over to the side, and this reminds me of A, like if you're talking about like letter, that's A, but like when you bring this through, sometimes people do that to signify A as a letter, even though it's not really saying language. That's fine, though. They press it out. Good tension. Little heart. Is it a Harlem? Let me look. Maybe not quite super clear on that, like hit da-da-da, where you would syncopate it. Now, what is syncopation? In music, I know it's slightly different than in dance. It's basically when you have your 8 count that you're counting, when you deviate from that, when you're hitting sounds or you are going on 1 E and a 2, a 3 E and 4, you see like all those little things, options that you have from this 8 count, that would be syncopation. So when you're writing a rhythm that deviates from that pulse-like sound or the downbeat. So hopefully I explained that okay. I realized I never really explained it super well, so that was my attempt to do that. So it looks like we were kind of going to do that. Now that move right here, I've seen my students do it. I see it everywhere. I'm going to see if I can get it right. I believe this move is called the scuba. So fact check me if I'm wrong, but that's based on just my little YouTube search. That's what I think it is, and it's thriving everywhere. Even here, the pressing outs are fine. They frame it to the inside. I like the feature deviation there, but then we all join in for this moment here. Here we go. It's not really a bedrock. I mean, it kind of is because of the bleed through the ball of the foot down to the heel, but we switch it up. I like the pattern of it. I like the quickness of it, and I like the travel down of the arms. I think it looks so good on them. They hit, and they bring it up. They like the head, and then you have that ka sound, and I like that we interrupt it. Dancers are doing their job. I like the different level to deviate from the members to everybody else. Love the rock with a subtle isolation going on with the head to create that shoulder rotation. This has to stay constant. So that's why I think that turned out pretty decent, right? And I like that it then transferred from the dancers to the members. Super cool. They walk away on tempo. Thank you for that. Then we body roll. That's really nice. The tap out is really cool. And then with the switch off, twinkle in the fingers. There's your scuba again. So interesting why I'm seeing that. We see it quite often in this routine, right? So they end up sending it over to the side. I like that she projects towards the next feature. She does it about twice. And I like that because it helps us know, okay, we need to pay attention to who she's looking at, because that's going to be the person that we have to be engaged with next. Now, I do know this group is very, very popular. aespa, we've covered quite a few of their dances over on the YouTube side. Not only that, I've covered some of their works and I really, really like it. What's fascinating about it, though, is that if you have somebody who's never watched aespa before, how would they be able to know who your members are? Because they're not necessarily wearing something that's so different than the dancers to where you wouldn't know. So I like the fact that we have the choreography framing successfully to where you can see who your feature needs to be when, regardless if you know the group or not. And I think that's great. So I like the tap around, really great rotation on that, and the pickup is fun with the hip action on that. And then we rotate, bringing it up. She's holding it down pretty well with the dancers. They're not leaving her in the dust, which I appreciate. I would consider that a great growth area for aespa as a whole for this style. Yes, they've worked with Brennan, but I do think that this style is a little bit more grimy than what they've done in other ways. So I like it's not even a billy bounce, but it's subtle though. Like you would equate it to that. The walk on tempo is nice. There's your hotter body roll is great there. I love the knock there is cool. Bring it to the inside and letting the head be that lingering choice in body part as we make that moment. I love the potter. That's cool. To the front. And it goes and then they ripple into sending it around. Then they interrupt with a toss. And then they switch it off. Whole different animal. Interesting how upright we are there. Yes, they're singers. I get that. So it could just be a choreographic choice. Let's see what the dancers are doing. I think it's isolated. I think it's how it's choreographed. And based on how Renan dances, because we're seeing her in Street World Fighter Director's War, I've already covered that challenge. I think this is great. It's cool. Then we end up going this move right here. Oh my gosh, that's not a network. Oh my God, what's that called? There's a name for that move, I'm telling you, but I forgot what it is. Now this here, it looks a little hybrid where you could take the isolation choice of a RoboCop, but it's not a RoboCop, nor is it a Dougie, nor is it, oh my gosh, like, it's, oh gosh, so isolated too. Yeah, that's a hybrid move. I really like it though because it has a fun isolation, a groundedness to it, and I like the weight shift of it with the ISO, the torso, isolating the shoulders as well to make it a fun, grungy, lower choice, but still readable. We'll just leave it at that. So they double it, sending it out. So it's just a single versus a single da-da-da, like a Harlem Shake, like standard. So I don't mind that. But then from there, we just rebound off the foot to a scuba. We toss it up. And then we accent a lot of shoulders and a lot of lower body with an accent knee to get it catered to the outside or inside to help with those shoulders to make it look more full, which I would say absolutely does. Knock. The dancers are doing fantastic on providing a lot of projection with the members. Then they isolate it down. The toss is great. I love the air time from some of our dancers. We're rocking it forward. A whole different animal. This is claws like an animal. The ISO is really cool. Dropped out. The traces on it to rotate around is really cool. Getting dancers on the ground. Sending it back. Chest, ISO. And it looks like they all learned it the same way, but they're all looking mirrored, meaning those on the stage left side look at us, stage right look, but they're all chest rotating same direction, which I thought's kind of cool. Normally you see that mirrored, so I don't mind it. I like that we have our member up. She gets to do less is more, right? I like the press up there with this pulse, this push and pull. They travel it to the inside. The crawling is nice. There's your crazy with the hair. It's nice. They kick it on the percussion. It's nice. I like that the members have joined in even before they were featured. Pickups are great. I like that we took our arms and created a more kinespheric choice, meaning that we were expanding our range a little bit further as a feature so it was easier to see. Yeah, we're partying now and then we're all unified there. They bring those arms crossed and down, travel it. So I like that group of 3 to travel away. Cool, easy way to get them off stage instead of basket running. I love that. What's a basket run? It's that squatted over run that ignores music to get out of the frame. I like that our dancers have gotten in and out without using one of those because that means our transitions are being thought through, getting in and out of the frame regardless if you're on camera or not. I really appreciate that. At least I didn't catch a basket run thus far. The travel forward is fun. Let me actually go back because I was paying attention over there. The toss away. So they're over hanging out on stage right. Dancers all move and 2 other members. We chop with a toss. Press it away. I like that you have the 2 lines where you have your 2 members, I believe on the outside, and then 2 on the inside. Press it up. All that's really nice. The running's really cool. I want to talk about the running moment. It's really cool. Actually, I think our members are all in white. It's what I'm going to assume. They travel forward. That's a Dougie, but notice, no, oh my gosh, no. That's a walk it out. Whoa, called that the wrong thing. Body roll is fun with with the rotation there. There's your potter, and it's in opposition. Now, notice we all had different directions in this choice, so it provided depth it made it more, what is it? Not three-dimensional, but like kind of. I really like that it made it more complex, even though it's the same move that we've seen earlier, but how we got introduced to it is more complex because of the different directions. It causes more for our eye to have to digest, which therefore will make it a recaptivating element compared to just watching the same thing for the third time, right? We appreciate that. And then we ripple it down. Dancers are now in more of a parentheses formation instead of isolated to the back. So I really like that. Whole different animal. Then they go high to low. Oh, gosh. I'm going to say that's like the jerk. I'm going to say it's a jerk variant. Not the jerk like when you say the you're a jerk. That move's called the reject. But this move here, it looks like it's that, but instead of traveling it and catering it to one leg, you're alternating it and you're lowering the level. So I'm going to call that a jerk variant today. Could be different tomorrow. C'est la vie. I'm growing just like you guys are in the art of dance and looking at cool stuff. Anyway, it's a cool move. I like that they hit it. They price it down. Shoulder accents is nice. To a scuba, whole different animal. And then we end up getting low. And then instead of having the group isolated in center, it's more that everybody's on the same page, consolidated together. That's kind of cool. They rotate it, they pull it, let the body be moved on that second one. Arms go up, they flick it high to low. Dancers are pressing down. Members are flicking the hands. Great way to deviate from the members to the dancers. That's great. Yep. And then they all join in there, and then they direction change. And then you have that whole different animal. Then they go to... It's low-key given network with an isolation instead of a pull. That work that you would see in Afro. Then they travel it down. I like the stickiness of it. It's cool. Then we bounce it, travel it around, has some slinkiness of the arms. Nice little hip, and then we use that to help travel it forward. And then they swing it up. I'm curious if we were trying to embody different textures with different cultures that have different animal representation. No clue. But using the textures to showcase different qualities of being not a human, right? Travel it forward is really fun. The accent with the chest, they double it, double tap, double bounce. Then you have 2 members, and the other 2 members go and join in. And then you have that power, it's like powder, power, something like that. And then we have a fun lingering finish at the end. So all in all, I thought this was really cool. I appreciated it. I think this is, what's the word? A really good direction for the group, and I like the fact that G-Dragon was featured. I wish that we had more G-Dragon in it, but I don't. At the end of the day, I have G-Dragon that I can just go and watch if I really wanted to watch more of him, right? So I think this is a cool sound. I like the intensity of some of our tone projection, and in all, I thought this was a cool choice, and having Renan on it actually makes it fun and a nice competitive element that puts her more on the map for people to appreciate her choreographic intention, especially the fact that she's going to be on the Street Fighter franchise side of things. You guys know me, I know you, I'm Jess, and I will catch you on the flip side. Bye!